On July 27, 2025, at the historic theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City, Puerto Rican sensation Xander Zayas realized a dream he had carried since he first laced up gloves at the age of 5. In front of a passionate crowd draped in Puerto Rican flags, the 22-year-old outboxed, outlasted, and ultimately outshone Mexico's Jorge García Perez, capturing the vacant WBO junior middleweight championship and etching his name in boxing history as the sport's youngest active world champion. The fight was billed as a classic crossroads clash, the rising phenom against the rugged pressure fighter. Garcia came in determined to overwhelm Zayas with volume, charging forward and throwing punches from every conceivable angle. But Zayas, mature well beyond his years, kept his composure from the opening bell. Using a sharp jab as his compass, he created distance, forced Garcia to reset, and picked him off with clean counters. Through the early rounds, Garcia's aggression carried him into exchanges that thrilled the Garden crowd. Yet Zayas rarely allowed himself to be trapped. His footwork, smooth pivots, side steps, and calculated retreats neutralized Garcia's bursts. By round 4, the tide was already turning. Zayas began to find a home for his right hand down the middle, snapping Garcia's head back and drawing cheers with each precise connection. The numbers told the story of dominance. According to CompuBox, Zayas landed 199 of 522 punches, 38%, while Garcia connected on just 130 of 603, 22%. Zayas's jab was particularly effective. He landed 50 more than Garcia and used it to set up clean body work that sapped his opponent's energy over the second half of the fight. By the championship rounds, Garcia's face bore the marks of battle, while Zayas still looked fresh, bouncing on his toes and firing combinations with authority. When the final bell sounded, the outcome was clear. The judges rendered scores of 116 to 112, 118 to 110, and 119 to 109, all in favor of Zayas. The unanimous decision was a reflection of tactical control, patience, and a champion's composure. As the belt was fastened around his waist, Zayas raised his arms and wiped away tears. "Man, I dreamed of this since I was 5 years old," he told the crowd, his voice cracking with emotion. "To become world champion and represent Puerto Rico at the highest level, it's amazing." At just 22 years and 330 days old, Zayas surpassed his peers to become the youngest title holder currently active in the sport. The victory places him in the lineage of Puerto Rican champions, joining the likes of Wilfred Benitez, Felix Trinidad, and Miguel Cotto, while also adding his name to the list of the island's current world title holders alongside Oscar Collazo, Rene Santiago, and Subriel Matias. For Puerto Rico, long regarded as one of boxing's proudest nations, Zayas's triumph feels like the dawn of a new golden era. Garcia, to his credit, fought valiantly, pressing forward even when clearly behind on the scorecards. His relentlessness forced Zayas to answer difficult questions about stamina and composure over 12 rounds. But Zayas's skill, discipline, and versatility made the difference. If Garcia's heart won him admiration, Zayas's poise confirmed his legitimacy as a world champion. Already, attention has shifted to what comes next. Zayas made no secret of his desire for a unification showdown with WBC champion Sebastian Fundora, whose towering frame and volume punching present a completely different puzzle. The possibility of a Puerto Rico versus Fundora unification could electrify the division, and Zayas has indicated he's ready to defend his new crown as early as December 2025. For now, though, celebration is in order. With the victory, Zayas has become not just a champion, but a symbol of hope and pride for Puerto Rico. He carries the legacy of the island's boxing greats on his shoulders, but he also represents a new generation, one defined by technical brilliance, charisma, and an unshakable belief in dreams fulfilled. Boxing has long been a sport that thrives on youthful stars who seize the spotlight and redefine eras. In defeating Jorge Garcia and claiming the WBO junior middleweight crown, Xander Zayas announced himself as the future of the division, and perhaps of the sport itself. At just 22, he has achieved what most fighters only dream of, and the best chapters of his story are still to come.